Hey, y'all. I just been having things on my mind today, and my phone is too full to really record a video. So here I am live. Hopefully that the quality is good, and hopefully I don't say too much or too little, and hopefully I get my point across. But the thing that's on my mind is like, when I get a word in my head, it just replays until I kind of like develop it. So the thing that keeps like playing on my mind is your circumstances are not who you are. Your circumstances are not who you are. Your circumstances are not who you are, and it's not your destination. Your circumstances are not who you are, and it's not your destination. I don't know why that just keeps playing in my head, but it does. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Because oftentimes we end up in situations or in disagreements with people, and we get so emotionally involved with that we stop thinking clearly, and we start going back to old ways and old patterns and old things that we've already broken, like around you. In so many words, you'll quickly realize that your circumstances are not your destination. Your circumstances really don't define you. And so if you tend to be the type of person that doesn't like divulge information, or tends to be like a quiet person in the room, or, whatever, somebody that's able to like really self-reflect and do those things, like the best position for you to take is always going to be seeing how somebody treats you when they think that your circumstances are less than them, or how they treat you based on how your circumstances, how they define your circumstances, right? And so that's just my perspective right now, at this moment. I think that sometimes the biggest threat to anybody, the biggest threat to somebody that's not really like secure in themselves is your security and comfortability in your circumstances and in your place. And very quickly, when you make somebody uncomfortable with your comfortability, they show you pretty quickly how unprepared they are to even be somebody substantial in your life. Sometimes the best way to battle a conflict is always going to be to just be quiet. Don't give too much information, because again, it's all about perspective. People can only judge you off of what they know. People can only take a position of any type of perspective on your situation based on what you give them. And so, part of being in control and being in power is making sure that you're using discernment and kind of treading lightly before you make any like major decisions. You can speak positively about people and support people and, explore things without like laying roots. And sometimes, just sometimes, when you're fighting so hard and going against the grain and wasting so much energy trying to put your idea on something, that's God telling you to make a shift, make a change. And until you stop and pray about it, or get the knowledge that you need to move forward properly, you're going to be scrambling, and you're never going to there we go. You'll never really be able to get your point across. You'll always be misconstrued. You'll always be misunderstood. And, that's okay too. If you find yourself being misunderstood more often than not, that's okay. Just go back to the drawing board, change your perspective on things. Take a different perspective. Seek your counsel for the people that you trust and have your best interests at heart. And don't let anybody deter you from your purpose, your passion, your purpose, your path, and the protection that God has put over your life. There's lots of times that we use our flesh to in our feelings to make decisions for us, but truthfully, God puts us in positions to make sure that that we're hearing him clearly before we make next steps. And so when we start putting our own thoughts on it and our own feelings on it, we tend to make mistakes. And so I urge you that if you're going through something hard, or if you're not necessarily in the position that you'd like to be in, or you keep ending up with this energy of like you're the underdog, or whatever the case may be, just remember that your circumstances is not your destination. Your circumstances are not your destination. Your circumstances do not define you. You still have work to do. That's all that means. That's all that means. And honestly, sometimes your circumstances are exactly where you need to be to make sure that you continue to strive and walk in your purpose. We don't always get what we want. If we had what we want already, we wouldn't strive for nothing. And so that's just my little 2 cents on this Thursday. I'm walking in so much purpose. I'm walking in so much power. I just feel so chosen lately. It's not always easy to do the things that are hard, but it's important for you to do them anyway. Especially once you've committed to your journey, committed to your purpose, and given yourself over to God in that way. And so, yeah, that's all I really got to say. I will talk to you guys soon. If y'all need anything, you know where to find me. I did update my Reinvigorate booking link to book cleaning services. So please note that if you are trying to get in with me. And of course, if you need anything, just give me a call. I'll talk to you soon.